And our final match of what has been an exciting tennis weekend here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, in the US of A. It is the 2002 US Open Men's Championship Final. And while this is an all-Chinese affair, there are plenty of storylines on display here today. The young 22-year-old Maline practicing his serve on the far side. And on the near side, Zhijian, better known as a doubles player extraordinaire, knocking off his partner for this tournament, Wang Li-Chin, in the second round. And that was somewhat of revenge for their singles meeting in the China Open just in the last stop on the Pro Tour, where he finished runner-up. Other than a quarterfinal stop in 1999 in the men's singles, Chin has never made it this far since he was playing as a boy in the juniors. But what a story it has been here in Fort Lauderdale. Phil Shane along with Dan Seamiller as we get set for this men's final. And what more can you say about Chin?
Well, Chin has just been brilliant. He certainly woke up a lot of eyes here in Fort Lauderdale when he knocked off the #1 seed, who's been dominant throughout the world, Wang Li-Chin, the defending world champion. And pretty clear sailing after that. He's been dominant all the way through, winning most of his matches easily in 4 straight games, defeating Lu Guoliang, the '96 gold medal winner, 4-0 in the quarters, and dominating Schlager in the semis from Austria, 4-1. So he certainly has his hands full, though, here. We've seen Maline playing brilliantly throughout the weekend also. So the 2 best players at this tournament are here in the finals, and we'll see how it plays out.
Chin only losing 4 games this entire tournament so far. Well, you mentioned for Ma, he has been very impressive, both on the singles and doubles side. The doubles crown, similar to Zhang, already on his head. Well, coming in, lost 2 games in the second round to Guo Jinghao. Lost 1 game to the Swede Fredrik Haakonsen in the quarterfinals, then lost the 1 game, the very first game against Kong in the semis. And here against Chin, a player he knows very well, but maybe not in the circumstance that they're facing right here.
Chin's had excellent services. No one's been able to handle him all tournament, but Maline handles the return there. Chin has played brilliantly this tournament, but Ma is a step above the others.
Chin, somewhat the Cinderella story, I guess the Cinderella story, against the emotional, sometimes petulant Ma.
Well, the one advantage he does have is that Ma has been dominating on his serve also, and Chin has done a great job of returning serve this whole tournament, and I think that's going to determine the match. If he can stop Ma from getting that big forehand off, he'll have definitely some chance to win this match.
2-3. Fighting back to get even.
Nice little side spin, topspin serve in the center of the table there. Ma tries to attack it, but it goes long. Another serve, same way, but an easy forehand missed by Chin. Shakes his head a little bit. That was an easy ball there. Just try to hit it a little too hard. And that's what Ma forces you to do, because he brings the ball back. Sometimes you overhit and make a couple errors that you wouldn't normally make. Great return of serve there, but Ma
drawing within a point. He's now given up 2 straight.
Yeah, not only does Ma have the power, there are those little touch shots that he's very good at too.
Chin, 27. Rather old for a debutante. Ma, 22. 5'8", height and reach advantage for Chin.
Backhand loop by Chin. That new shot developed.
Into the Achilles heel. Back to within a point.
Ma's got this habit of always twiddling his racket in his free hand. Oh, a lot of movement by Ma. Good return of serve, and oh, big drive down the line, but a little wild.
Same point. Ma has left that open twice here in the early going, and the way Chin has been playing, sooner or later those shots are going to fall.
She's going a little too hard. As you mentioned before, this is Chin's first Pro Tour final. But he's showed no signs of nerves in earlier rounds. And a pretty good start here in game 1 as they're just sort of parrying back and forth, feeling each other out. 6-5, and no real lead here yet, but there's that service of Ma.
5-7 as Chin gets the return or the serve back. And again, just amazing. Someone whose best finish was 3rd place as a boy in his last tournament stop, makes it all the way to the final and does so again here. A late bloomer. Can't make mistakes like that the way Ma's been playing this weekend. Behind the back. But Ma up to the challenge.
That's called definitely getting out of position. And what a recovery.
The backhand fails him, and it's 10-5 and game point.
And the veteran Ma, even though he's the younger of the two, easy game 1, 10-5. Now 6-10. Chin's missed a couple of easy shots, and Ma winning all the small points, comfortably ahead by 4.
And it fell that time, leaving the line open, and on the 3rd try a charm as he's back within 3.
Big whipping forehand by the big left-hander.
Eight to 10.
Short drop shot by Ma, but the huge reach of Chin is able to reach up there and smash it off balance for a winner. But Ma still has 2 serves to win the game.
Well, his carriage not turning into a pumpkin just yet. Still 2 game points.
Oh,
and he got it.
The ever-present forehand of Maline finishes off the game.
11-8, but still an emotional game for Chin. And I guess the one thing that he gets out of it is the ability to come back and hold on against one of the top players in the world.
Chin is certainly a shot maker. Here we see that 1 point where totally off balance behind the back. What a play there. That's called really getting out of position.
Salvaged himself with the backhand, but Ma was not confused with the trickery. Sometimes that can catch you off guard, but Ma's so focused.
Ma really is. That's his best quality. I mean, his power is unbelievable, but to then think that his focus and intensity is even better than his power. He's even a couple of years ago, I felt he was the best player in the world. He lost a couple of matches but he seems right back on track, and certainly probably going to be a favorite in the 2004 Olympic Games in the singles.
Chin trying to go right at the body. Misses a little long that time.
Oh, that's a forehand that you wake up at night, you know where you're going to be able to bring that thing back. Right down the line.
Any reason why Ma did not make the team for the 2000 games?
Well, that's the hardest thing is you're only allowed to have 3 players from each country. And Kong and Lu Guoliang were the premier players of China at the time. He had to qualify against the Asian players and play against a couple of his teammates, and he did not make it. I think he finished just a couple of spots out. I thought for sure he should have been in there, but he had to qualify and didn't make it through the qualifying. It's just on one given day he didn't have it.
That one just skimming off the top and off the side. 4-0 lead here in game 2.
Oh.
And a backhand snap to the corner.
Well, I think what Ma's trying to do is get that world ranking up so he's in the top 2 of his country's ranking. Then he automatically qualifies. He won't have to go through that qualifier again. And he's certainly headed that way.
A 6-0 lead. Also trying to win this one here early, it looks like.
Chin looks a little overmatched here. His techniques are good, but Ma is just, it's just amazing to watch this fellow play table tennis. He's really got it all. Touch, power, intensity, focus, you name it, folks. You're looking at the best. Oh.
10 yards back.
Look at that drive to the corner as it goes up 8-0, and Chin must feel like he's getting hit by a truck.
Well, no matter what happens here, Ma might want to send a thank you card to Chin because he helped his quest for #1 by knocking out the current #1 earlier in this tournament. Wang Li Chin in the second round. Ma cannot make #1 even if he does win this tournament, but he would draw a lot closer. Only 70 points away, and Brazil might be enough to do it.
Yeah, the next stop on the Pro Tour will be at the Brazil Open next week.
8-1. Chen able to hold strong on that one.
And Ma up 8-0 and 8-1. You can just see he's like, the focus is there. He doesn't even want to give 1 point away, and that's the way champions are. Never ease up. Stay on top. There's a big shot by Chen.
Unleashed all of that 6-foot-plus frame.
I had a nice bird's eye view of that shot. It just bullet right to the corner. No way to defend a shot at that kind of speed. And 4 points in a row. Ma's going to go to his towel. You're allowed to go to your towel every 6 points, so an opportune time to take a little break. And hopefully he's probably thinking to finish off this game.
Chen declines to use the towel. Probably didn't want to rub off whatever luck he's been able to get the last 4 points.
Oh, 5
Make
errors.
that 5.
5 errors in a row. Looks like he did lose a little bit of focus. What a comeback this would be. Oh, Chen's in control. Oh, he misses an easy forehand. Could have brought it to 8-6 and put a lot of pressure on Ma with the service.
The problem is Chen just let Ma get too far ahead in this game before he started the comeback.
Just like in game 1, pretty much, and 5-9.
Just off the edge. And it's 10-5 and 5 game points for Ma. Just long. Chen back to within 4. Back to within 3.
Ma had a rough start to the tour earlier this year. Was having trouble with the 11-point games and the only 2 services, and had some sketchy results early. But it looks like he's made the adjustment, and game 2 is his.
11-8 in the first, 11-7 in the second, and again you sense Chen about to get back into this match, but after giving up those first 8 points, it was just too huge a hole to climb out of.
What a game 2 start by Maline. There you see him, an 8-0 blitz. A little bit of easing up, and here's a side spin, topspin serve, going wide, big forehand. Another big forehand by Chen, catches Ma in the body. Now they're going to trade some forehand topspins. Another topspin. There's a hooking topspin there. Ma with a drive, and Chen off balance there.
Just kept pushing him wider and wider. Third game trailing 2-0. This is do or die for Chen. Off the net. Just wide of the table. Again, caught him leaning and went strong to the backhand. Even if he doesn't win this, you wonder if Chen's eligible to renegotiate that TV contract he has?
Possibly. This was a great result for him, and I'm sure he'd like to play more singles too in these Pro Tour tournaments, but he's not looking too strong here in the final.
If that was cricket, he would have just picked up 6. Unfortunately, it's not, and he's down 2-1 and 2 games to none. Make it 3-1. Chen, the star of national ball player, playing what else? A table tennis star. Back on TV in his home in China. Out of Shuangsu, 27-year-old. Playing very strongly in the last 2 pro stops. Regardless of what happens here, he'll be a force to be reckoned with for the rest of this year and maybe beyond.
No.
But Ma, looks like there's even more in store for him.
Right now, Ma's got to be considered the premier player in the world. And Chen's getting a real lesson out here today.
Wang Li Chen, right now, the #1 ranked player in the world. If you put these two on the same table, what happens?
Well, they played in the ITTF Pro Tour final recently. About 6 months ago, actually, and it went to 13-11 in the 7th game. and Ma won that game, and Wong had some match points. So really, Wong and Ma are the premier players in the world at this point, and they're pretty even though Wong did get knocked out early in this tournament.
5-2. Good spot as he just curled it to the corner. Back to within 2.
Let's see if Chin can kind of get in the match, make a few shots, but he doesn't seem to have the technique to stop Ma. Ma's got the backhand there, but off the top of the net.
Started his comeback a little earlier in game number 3. Back to within a point.
Ma so intense, so focused. Always ready to play, even after an error. Heavy backspin on that return, catches Chin on the backhand. He tries to lift it up, but to no avail, right in the net.
And wide of the table. 5-6.
Nice return of serve by Chin as he steps in and attacks the service. Catches Ma by surprise, and Ma loops it off the end of the table. Another excellent return of serve. The first pair of excellent returns that Chin has, and maybe can build some momentum on this.
Chin's been going to that forehand corner all match long, and it's finally starting to fall for him. And
that's the right spot, Phil. If you're going to beat Ma, you've got to expose that wide forehand, because anything out of the backhand he turns, you have no chance. Take him to the wide. Oh,
like that.
Well, Chin wanted to hit a forehand and moved early, and Ma was waiting and anticipated that movement perfectly.
Back up by 1 is Ma. 6-7. Chin on the serve.
Nice drop shot short on the forehand, and Ma's made a couple of errors and Chin a couple of shots, but Ma still in command. 2-point lead and a 2-game lead. 8-6 and 2-0.
High toss.
Ma's serves are so low, they almost always touch the net. He has so many net services. It shows that he is practicing that over and over again, and the serve pays off again. And I thought Chin was going to be able to do a better job on returning serve here because he's a teammate, but just like Kong in the semis, unable to really get any read on the serve and not able to stop Ma's big forehand.
Got it. And Ma almost had an answer.
7-9. The big guy needs a couple of points here to stay in this match. If he goes down 3-0, not much chance for a victory in this Pro Tour Stop final. There's a backhand that goes long.
He had Ma leaning back towards that forehand side, expecting the drop over there. Tried to come back to the backhand, but couldn't hit the table. 7-10. Game point, and the game goes to Ma. 3 in a row. 11-8, 11-7, and 11-7. And Maline just 1 game away from grabbing his 2nd crown of this U.S. Open. And as you pointed out, it's all but academic now. The way Ma has been playing this weekend, this year, these past couple of years, you cannot expect him to drop 4 straight games.
There's that high toss service by Chin. He goes down the line with a straight backspin. He tries to gets caught off balance right away, and there's the forehand wide. Look how that ball goes out the side of the table. Ma extending the table by going out the sidelines, and almost impossible to defend that shot. Really, it is impossible, not almost impossible.
Started playing at the age of 6. Made the national team at 15. Now just 22 years of age and on the verge of becoming the most dominant player on the tour in the world. As you pointed out, there might be no argument for the next Olympics.
Chin with a nice opening loop on the return of serve. Seems pretty focused even though he's down 3-0. There's that forehand by Ma.
Now if you're Chin, you're trailing 3-0. You got to go point by point, game by game, but what's going through your mind?
Well, you just can't think of the deficit. You can't think of what's happening and just try to win each point and try not to think of the circumstance. It's the only way you can come back.
Grabs the first, gives up the next 2. 1-2.
And Ma's doing a great job on Chin service. Look at that return of serve. Beautiful top spin to the wide forehand, putting a lot of pressure on Chin, trying to reloop the ball, and Ma in control of game 4 as he has been the whole match. A little short serve and good return there, and Chin gets a nice forehand into play.
Just hasn't had enough opportunities to unleash it. (3-2).
Nice drop shot, heavy spin by Ma. There's the footwork.
Chin anticipated, but couldn't do anything with it. 2-4.
That's a big forehand. A little bit longer of a service caught Ma by surprise. Ma would normally attack that with the forehand. Plays a passive shot, and Chin gets off a big forehand.
Well, Ma's not perfect, and everyone on the tour is grateful for that. 4-4.
Couple of beautiful forehands there by Chin. He's had actually 3 nice forehands this game. Good return of serve, and there's another forehand.
Back to the backhand corner.
Boy, did he turn that corner way around the corner. The big guy, huge steps all the way around and drives it down the line. It's a beautiful shot. Oh, an opening there for Chin, and just missed the corner.
Something we saw in the women's singles. Zhijian, Yinang playing in the doubles, then the singles. Seemed to be looser, got off to a quick start that Lau was never able to overcome. And similar here for Maline.
Nice shot there, blocking. Chin's defense getting a little bit better, starting to field the ball.
You sense if they were going to start this match now, that Chin might be a little bit more even with Ma.
That's for sure. He looks pretty good this game. And there should be another forehand. Trouble for Ma. Great return there by Chin. Crowd wants to see more of this match. They're sort of moving to Chin's side here.
They're moving to the big man, 7-5.
Excellent touch there. That ball hitting the net with a lot of backspin, and Chin able to use his long reach to just drop it back, and Ma making an error, and 5-7. Chin stepping up his play here in game 4. He can't make the All-China final in singles and not be able to compete with Maline, so looking good here in game 4.
5-8, net.
And this guy has been surprising us all week, so maybe he has more of those in store. Oh, there's a pop-up there. Oh, almost got it back.
And the Lion from Liaoning strikes again, back to within 2.
Knowing Ma, he's trying to finish this off right here. Doesn't want to have Chin get any momentum.
8-6. 4 points away from his first game in the final.
Nice serve. Ma in trouble. Oh, misses the easy topspin over the top. Great defense by Ma.
Had to reach back for the backhand twice, and the forehand failed him. 8-7.
Stay on the backhand. Oh, and he changes direction. A huge forehand winner.
2 points away from his first game. Well, if David's going to knock off Goliath, got to start somewhere.
Oh, what a nice recovery by Chin. Ma can't believe it. Thought for sure he had that point for 8-9. But now 3 game points for Chin and a little bit of a momentum switch, and a great 4th game here by Chin.
7-10, 8-10. On the last play, that long reach. Chin just able to stick the bat out the couple extra inches.
Chin with 2 serves and 10-8 to extend the match to the 5th game. And that'll do
He
it.
got it. There's some fight in the big guy. 11-8. He gave up the first 3 games, but he grabs game number 4, and this one not over yet.
There's that big forehand by Chin down the line. There's a hooking forehand, another hooking forehand. He's going to take this one up the line here. Next ball, driving it up the line for the winner. Look at that shot.
Looked exactly the same until that last split second, and Ma was already frozen in the corner. Of course, Ma can afford to take a little bit of a breather, but not much more. You kind of sense that if Chin is able to win game 5, things could get very tense for Ma.
Oh. Ma looks around. The crowd's on Chin's side, which is normal. Everyone generally roots for the underdog. They want to see more of this table tennis. Oh, there's Ma with the big forehand.
Nice save!
Oh.
And he almost got to it.
Running for that drop shot, trying to drop it in, but a great drop shot there by Ma. Just picked it off the bounce and just soft, deft touch, dropping it over the net.
1-1. Ma with a 3-1 in games lead.
Oh!
That vintage Ma, a 3-ball winner.
That backhand loop over the top. Chin using the height advantage to come right over the top of the ball. And Ma catching him with a fast serve. That's experience there. Chin made a beautiful winner there and maybe lost concentration for a moment, and Ma cut him with a fast serve. A risky serve, but champions take risks like that, and it pays off for Ma.
Maline looking for his first U.S. Open championship. Chin looking for his first singles championship ever.
Chin
3-2.
taking a little break there, lost a couple of quick points. Oh, it's a tough cut there. Tough cut, a lot of side spin on it. Chin a little late getting there, lifting the ball up and out long on the court. And Ma with the crowd was behind Chin after a couple of winners. Ma immediately takes control again at 4-2 in service.
Taking the crowd out of the game. 4-2.
There's those serves that just barely go over. A couple of net balls. There's that fast serve that worked earlier, but Chin ready for it.
Back to within a point. Chin a lot more confident against Ma's serve.
Oh, there's that big forehand. Like a windmill forehand, almost impossible to tell the direction and the power. Scores another forehand point for Ma. Oh, Chin with a big forehand, but Ma gets it back.
But he can't handle the second.
And I think you're right, Phil. If somehow Chin could win this match, this game, the match could become a lot more tense and entertaining in the 6th.
Of course, still Ma in the lead here in game 5, 4-5. 4-6.
A lot of side spin on that serve, and when Chin hit the topspin loop, Ma's blocked, the side spin stayed on there, and it curved. And Chin misread the spin there and missed his forehand topspin.
And a mistake for Ma. Back to a 1 point.
Oh, that was a weak shot by Chin. I don't know what he was thinking, trying a drop shot there, but Left it up too high, and Ma stepped in and hit an easy forehand winner. Little mental error there. Don't know what he was thinking.
The arena here nearly full. Everyone hoping to see a little bit more action. 5-7. They need something from Chin here. Net. The assistant calling it back.
Calling a net. Ma says no, that wasn't a net. Both referees are saying it's a net.
Ma being gracious.
They said no net, so they're going to give him the point.
Other way around. And there we go. And Ma, little round of applause for him for sportsmanship, but mainly because Chin's back within one. And back even at 7.
A little lapse in concentration there. That little delay may have helped Chin there. So Ma makes a quick error.
Beautiful save by Ma, and he's back in the lead.
Big forehand by Chin, but you're right. Ma blocked it right back real quick, caught Chin by surprise, and a huge point goes for Ma, and he's got a 8-7 lead.
You can smell the trophy.
And there it is. 2 more quick points by Ma on his service.
7-9, and this is it. He needs to win at least 1 to stay alive, and basically 2 to have any chance.
Oh. Ma knew that would sew up the match there. He had a backhand loop there that would normally be automatic, but he was a little bit off balance and surprised by that shot. And a big point here for Chin. He needs this one badly.
This is the match.
Long surprise serve, but oh, right in the bottom of the net. A great service, but he should have followed that with a forehand, I think, Phil, but he got caught. Maybe, I don't know what he was thinking.
Double match point for Ma, and the crowd starting to make some noise. 3-1 the score in games, and it's 10-8 here in game number 5. 22-year-old Maline. Seconds away, perhaps, from his first Open championship.
And there it is.
It's over. Maline, a convincing victory, knocking off the man who would not be beaten in this tournament. 4 games to 1. 11-8, 11-7, 11-7, 8-11, and 11-8. And Maline, a deserving champion in the 2002 U.S. Open. Chin, a slow start, but in the middle of the match, he tossed everything he could at Ma, who was more than able to stand up to the challenge.
There's that short drop shot. Big forehand by Chin. It's that big block, that important point. And Chin caught off balance. That was the point that really turned the tide there.
And the fans getting a little memento of Maline's trek here to South Florida. Take a look at this entire 2002 U.S. Open, and it has been something to remember for so many reasons. Upsets all the way around, both #1 seeds, both champions go down to defeat, and we end up with doubles on the men's and women's as both Ma and Zhang win the double and the singles crown.